Please stay tuned for the English and Chinese news on the Essential Television channel of Đồng Nai Province. On May 22nd, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính chaired the government's thematic session on lawmaking from May 2025. According to the agenda, the session reviewed and gave feedback on 7 items, including 6 concerning draft laws and proposals for new legislation. These included the draft law on enforcement of custody, temporary detention and travel bans, the amended law on enforcement of criminal judgments, the proposal to draft a law on thrift practice and waste compact, the proposal to revise the law on food safety, the proposal to draft a law on population, and the proposal to amend the law on judicial expertise. Also during the session, the government reviewed reports and provided opinions on addressing challenges in drafting decrees related to decentralization, delegation of authority, and delineation of responsibilities in connection with the two-tier local government system. The Socio-Economic Committee of Biên Hòa City People's Council has just conducted an appraisal of the proposals and draft resolutions submitted by the Biên Hòa City People's Committee for the session of the Biên Hòa City People's Council, the 12th term for the 2021-2026 tenure. At the meeting, the following items were reviewed: the proposal and draft resolution on the adjustment and supplementation of the 2025 state purchase revenue and local purchase expenditure estimates for Biên Hòa City, the proposal and draft resolution on the approval of the 2024 state purchase final accounts for Biên Hòa City, the proposal and draft resolution on the adjustment and supplementation of the medium-term public investment plan for the 2021-2025 period using Biên Hòa City's purchase capital, the 11th adjustment, and the proposal and draft resolution on the annulment of certain resolutions of the Biên Hòa City People's Council. Working Delegation number 22 of the Navy Command, together with the delegation from Đồng Nai and other provinces and cities, visited and encouraged officers and soldiers currently performing their duties on Daty Islands, part of the Trường Sa Archipelago in Khánh Hòa Province. This is one of the islands with a strategically important position in the southern waters of the nation. During the visit, the delegation expressed deep admiration for the sacrifice of the officers and soldiers who are determined to fulfill their sacred duty in the distant islands regions. Setting foot on Daty Island, I felt the sacredness and grandeur of our homeland. I was truly moved by the officers and soldiers who guard our seas and skies day and night. Today, Daty Island is equipped with a spacious multi-purpose cultural house. The island also has wind power and solar energy systems for daily living, along with a farming and livestock area and green vegetable gardens to ensure nutritious meals for the soldiers. I will do my best to fulfill all assigned duties and stay ready for combat. I am honored to be stationed on the island and truly happy to welcome the Đồng Nai delegation. The soldiers here are united and always help each other in difficult times. The songs and melodies praising the party, beloved alcohol, and the love for the homeland and islands, performed by the youth volunteer art troupe and the island soldiers, echoed over the waves, imparting a profound and warm bond between the military and the people. According to statistics from the Customs Department, as of the end of April, Vietnam had exported over 630,000 tons of coffee, earning nearly $3.8 billion USD. Compared to the same period in 2024, export volume has dropped by 9.8%. The Vietnam Coffee and Cocoa Association stated The continuous decline in coffee production in recent terms is due to prolonged drought and the severe impacts of climate change. Additionally, many farmers have uprooted coffee plants to grow durian, avocado, pepper, and other crops, leading to significant fluctuations in coffee growing areas and output. Meanwhile, Vietnam's proposed start coffee production for the 2024-2025 crop year is projected by the Ministry of Agriculture and Environment to reach around 26.5 million bags and may continue to decline. According to the Đồng Nai Statistics Office, foreign direct investment FDI enterprises account for approximately 74% of the province's total export value. In recent terms, many domestic enterprises have established connections with FDI companies within the country to supply input products to each other. As a result, the volume of goods supplied by domestic enterprises for both the domestic market and export has increased by over 12% since the beginning of the year. FDI enterprises are also expanding their search for local raw materials to increase the localization rate of their products, which helps reduce export-related risks. This presents a valuable opportunity for domestic enterprises to expand their share in the local market. In the first 4 months of 2025, Đồng Nai attracted nearly $1.16 billion in foreign direct investment FDI, an increase of more than 68.5% compared to the same period last year. Although there have been no billion-dollar projects, the investments made in Đồng Nai align well with the sectors and industries the province has prioritized for investment promotion. At the investment certificate announcement and awarding ceremony, alongside new faces who are long-standing brands that have been with Đồng Nai for many years, such as Hyosung Vietnam and SMC Manufacturing Vietnam. Notably, SMC Manufacturing Vietnam, a member of Japan's SMC Corporation, increased its capital by an additional $330 million, raising its total investment to nearly $1 billion. Our production expansion involves semiconductor-related products, and one key component is the cool air conditioning system used in that production chain. Most FDI inflows into Đồng Nai are in industrial sectors aligned with the province's investment priorities, such as supporting industries, semiconductors, electronics, and agricultural product processing. Encouragingly, after receiving their investment certificates, many companies have quickly begun project implementation. We highly appreciate Đồng Nai Province motto. The government accompanies businesses and hope the province will facilitate our connection with local enterprises for mutual development. Đồng Nai is one of the most attractive investment environments in Vietnam. For 2025, the Đồng Nai Industrial Zone's authorities set a target of attracting $100 million in FDI. However, by the end of the first quarter, FDI into Đồng Nai's industrial zones had already reached over $908 million, achieving 113% of the annual plan.